Hey, this is FGMX and welcome back to another video, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make a unique hand-drawn audio spectrum effect. Here's a preview of what we'll be making today. It looks really awesome, so without further ado, let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is create a new composition. Click this button right here. And I'm going to be using a 1920 by 1080 comp and 10 seconds long just for the sake of the tutorial, but you can make it however long you want. And the frame rate is going to be 60. I'm going to click OK. Number one thing, you need to have an audio track imported. So I'm going to be using Madness by Jordan Edmonds. So I'm going to be dragging this in. Now find the part of the song that you want to use in the video. So I'm going to find it right now. Alright guys, so I found the part that I want to use. Take a listen. Alright, so that sounds good. First thing we need to do is create a new solid. The shortcut is Ctrl+Y or Command+Y if you're on a Mac. So the color doesn't really matter, but make sure the size is the size of your comp. So you can just click this button. Now, change the name to Audio Spectrum. Alright, so we're going to first add an effect called Audio Spectrum onto it. So let's just search that up in our effects and presets. There it is. Just drag that on. Now you'll see these lines pop up. So I'm just going to make this bigger. So these little lines pop up. That's going to be our base audio spectrum. So what we're going to be doing is in our audio spectrum effect, what we're going to do is change the audio layer to our track, which is the song. So now it seems like it's going to react. Take a listen. Alright, so this looks a good This looks like a good base effect. So first thing we need to do is change the start point and the end point so that they both cover the edge of the screen. So the start point, we're going to be changing that to 0 by 940. 0 by 540, and the end point to 1920 by 540. So now you see that they cover from edge to edge. Now change the frequency bands to 100. Each of the frequency bands are each of these little dots. So more of them means it looks smoother. So I'm going to change the maximum height to 2500. It's making it look more visible. So you can see each of the lines clearly. So now we can just leave the inside color and the outside color for the same, and yeah, that's all we need to do in this for this audio spectrum effect. Next thing we need to do is we need to add polar coordinates. So this effect is going to help us make this into a circle. So change the type of conversion to rect to polar, and change the interpolation to 100. Now you'll see that it plays in a circle. Alright, so that's a lot of our effect that's already completed. Next thing we want to do is create a new adjustment layer. So the shortcut for that is Ctrl+Alt+Y. So we are going to make one. So we actually need a third-party plugin to create the effect that we're going for, and it's called Glow, and it's in the Ignite Express plugin pack by HitFilm. And the good thing is that it's free, so I'll be putting a link in the description where you can get it. So huge shout out to HitFilm for making this pack and making it free as well. So what we're going to be doing, once you have this pack, go into the Ignite Lights and Flares section, twirl it down, and you'll find the glow effect, not the neon glow. Just drag the normal glow onto the adjustment layer. Now, at the moment, you'll see that it does nothing. So what we're going to do is first change the intensity to 4.7, the threshold to 100, and the blend mode to none. So now you'll see it's a little bit blurred out, and it's changed to red for some reason. So I really don't know the explanation to that, but we can change that later on when we want to. So duplicate this adjustment layer 2 more times. The shortcut to duplicating is Control+D, or Command+D if you're on a Mac. So duplicate and duplicate. So now you'll see a lot of our effects already here. Let's just play it back once. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another adjustment layer. So Control-Alt+Y. This time we're going to add a 4-color gradient. So type it in right here. So 4-color gradient. Just drag that onto our adjustment layer. Now you see it changes color. So let's plate this back. Now since this takes up a lot of our processing power, we're just going to change this to skip 5 frames and 1/4 of the resolution. Even though we're skipping 5 frames, you can clearly see the effect and that it looks really good. So this could be the effect done if you'd like. You have a lot of colors, but if you wanted to, you could also add a fill, make it 1 color. So you think that's done, but we can add another touch just to make it look better. So what we're going to do is we're going to left click and drag all over them, all of their layers, and hit Shift, Control or Command +C, and this window pops up. We're going to pre-compose this, all of these layers into one composition. Select the Move All Attributes into the new composition, and just hit OK. Now what we're going to do is we're going to reduce the opacity to 50%. And what we're going to do is hit R, Alt stop, hold the Alt button and click on the stopwatch. Now enter this, time *100. This is going to provide constant rotation without having to do any keyframing. So let's take a quick look. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this layer. Take the top layer and change the opacity to 100%. So now you'll see it looks fairly similar to what we started off with. What we're going to do is take the top layer and we're going to add an effect called Simple Choker to it. So type it in, Simple Choker. So take that and drag it in. Make sure the view is at final output and change it to 2.5. This will give us the look that we're going for. You can see parts colored and parts that are just faded out. This is part of the hand-drawn effect. Let's take a look at it. Alright, so remember that you can always change the color by going back into the previous composition, this one, and just change this adjustment layer. So we can just change the color to maybe a blue and maybe yellow and orange, and we'll just leave the rest of the colors the same. So we can change the colors. So now if we go back into that comp, you'll see the colors have changed automatically. So you can also do that. And that's the effect. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned something. Make sure to share the video and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.